look, we ain't even had practice skins when we started.
We had pigskin.
Yeah.
Nah,
Look, I use Cornish hens.
Yeah,
you ever use one of them?
Nah, I never used no corn. I use pigskin with the stinky ass feet, all that, the torso and all that. Yeah,
oranges,
oranges
and
chew your shit up.
grapefruits and shit.
Yeah, I
your
did
little
all
shit
that,
be all
bro.
fucked up.
From the artist's hand to the hardest floor. Tattoo talk with the tattoo doctor. Tattoo doctor.
That's what it is. That's what it do, man. First and foremost, man, welcome to Tattoo Talk with the Tattoo Doctor. You know what I'm saying? This is the Tattoo Doctor right here. We up in the Dog Chain Studios right now. And I got, hey, listen, you guys, I got some. I always say this. I always say I got something special for you. And it's the truth, bro. Like, I swear to God, it's the truth. But this one right here hit a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Cause man, I've been following this man's career for a nice little minute, man. And I'm going to say this. I don't give a fuck who say what, you know what I'm saying? But my man is one of the best black and gray tattoo artists in the fucking DMV. You know what I'm saying? And I don't say that lightly because I'm a fucking tattoo artist, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta give props what props is due, man. This man right here is vicious, man. Listen, he got his own shop out in La Plata, you know what I'm saying? Classic Gray Tattoos.
Way down there.
Doing numbers, man. I'm talking about phenomenal, man. So I wanna introduce my guy, man. Mr. Classic Cory himself. Oh, and I'm rocking
Let's go.
the
Let's
classic
go.
corner wear today. So, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, man, my man.
Where we at?
Classic
What's
Cory.
up, my man, dog? Hey, man, first and foremost, man, I'm glad I'm here, bro. I appreciate you reaching out, dog. I already knew I'll break, man. If my man hit me up, it's like, man, let's do something. I was going to be like, let's go, man. So as soon as he hit me up, I was like, let's get it cracking, dog. I definitely want to be on this jump, man. I appreciate you coming through. Had to bring my man a bottle and some shirts.
Got me
gear,
together. Got me together, man. Listen, you guys. Y'all need to follow suit because he literally came with gifts. When I say my man came bearing gifts, my man had the shirts, he had the bottle of Douce, you know what I'm saying, man? He came correct, man, and I definitely appreciate it. And honestly, even if he'd have came in this joint, just bringing him and his talent, man, I definitely appreciate it, man, you know what I'm saying?
That's what they say, man. You step in somebody else's kingdom, dog, you got to bring gifts, you know what I'm saying? You got to bring gifts.
And that's wild, right? Because that's the whole thing. Like one thing that I was excited about with this one was, you know what I'm saying, to me it's like boss talk, you know what I'm saying? Because the questions that I wanted to come to you with is more so on tattoo shop owning, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, doing your thing as a tattoo shop owner, not just a tattoo artist, but a tattoo shop owner, you know what I'm saying? Where you know, you already know what it is with being a tattoo shop owner. So it got me excited to talk to you because we can actually talk on that level. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we gonna dive right into it if you don't mind. Let's get everything together. So look, man. Listen, my man been tattooing for 17 years. You know what I'm saying? So in 17 years of tattooing, what version of you walked into the studio with when you first started, compared to the version that you are now being a tattoo shop owner, from being just an artist to going to actually owning it?
You talking about like when I first started, like when I first decided like this is what I want to be doing?
Yep, when you walked into the industry,
Man,
you knew this was going to be you.
The comparison is night and day, to be honest with you, bro. It's night and day because like, I'm still the same person, don't get me wrong, bro, but like the person I was back then as opposed to now, it's almost like looking in the mirror and be like, I wouldn't even be able to recognize myself, you know what I'm saying? In a good way though, in a good way. But you know, 17 years in, I started tattooing when I was like 18, turning on 19. And back then it was more of like, I didn't really know what I wanted to do in life for real, but I've always been an artist. And so like, I really wanted to focus on that. At that time, that was my main goal. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say tattooing was like my main thing I wanted to do. I just know I wanted to be an artist. But you know, when you're young, you used to be out there, bro. You don't really know what you want to be doing, bro.
What kind of artist did you want to be?
I wanted to be a black and gray artist, period. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know what I'm saying? And that came from the art that I grew up looking at and what I was exposed to. And
graphite.
So, like I was into like the graffiti scene and all that stuff, like, you know, street art and all that. But it wasn't until I saw like prison style and like Chicano style stuff in like high school. So I was sitting behind this kid that had all that shit on his binder. And then when I synced it, I was like, hey, bro, like, what is that? That shit's crazy work. He was like, oh, yeah, my uncle in jail. He be sending me these jumps, this, that, and the third. I was like, man, that shit's fire, bro. And then once I saw that, of course, I went to like Google. You know, this is before IG and all that shit. I went to Google and I found out about like Mr. Cartoon and all that shit. So Black and Gray was it. But at the time, I wasn't really like, all right, I want to be a tattoo artist, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I was still out there just being young and stupid. Ended up getting in trouble. And then I told myself, once I got in trouble, I was like, bro, if I can get out of this trouble, I'm going to stop bullshitting. And I'm a, you know what I'm saying? I'm a really focus on this tattoo game, dog. And so I would say with the comparison, bro, back then, I was hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, being hungry is like the craziest fucking feeling. Not saying I'm not hungry now, but when you're young and you don't have nothing else to lose, bro, and like
it's a whole different grind.
You really want to build something, throw that hunger, like that shit'll get you. So you can be flat fucking broke, but that hunger's gonna keep you up at night, dog. It's gonna be like, hey, yo, I gotta make some shit work, bro. And you'd be surprised at what you can actually build off of just that, off that strength, you know what I'm saying?
Dog.
And you already know, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I first met, first of all, I still gotta show love to my mans, dog, because I met my man, this is before I was tattooing, I was probably like 16, 17 years old. And look, like I said, before social media, bro, I step in the spot, dog, he's out there doing a tattoo party, bro, and my man had the tattoos on deck. Like I said, before social media, he had my mans out there recording music videos. He had just dropped the mixtape. He had that shit playing in the background. Like I said, man, this before I was tattooing, I was a youngin'. I step in the shop, I'm like, man, look at this old light-skinned motherfucker looking like me, bro, out here doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I always gotta give respect to my man's, dog, because seeing him doing that and being on his grind, dog, it really made me be like, man, this is a dude that looks just like me, that comes from the same fucking type of shit I came from, that's out here fucking killing the shit, and there's no reason why I can't do the same. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why I can't do the same. So, like I said, I gotta show love to my mans, dog.
Hey, no problem.
Gotta show love to my mans,
Listen, my number one fan told me that I should tell this story today. My number one fan, I love you, Mom. You know what I'm saying? My mom, she's definitely my number one supporter. You know what I'm saying? So she asked me today who was I interviewing. I told her you. I showed her your work and everything, and told her a funny thing. So I told her, I said it's funny because beforehand he came to a tattoo party and watched me in side work So I told her, I said, shit, he probably did like me. So one thing that got me started tattooing, I got a tat, right? I got a tat from this dude. And I was like, no, I told her, I said, she probably looked at me working and was like, shit, if that motherfucker could do it, I know I can kill this shit, right? So because I got this tattoo done of my son when I was like 19 years old. And I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Dude literally fucked that shit up. Like, it's fucked up. It was fucked up. Like, don't even look like my son. So I was like, man, what the fuck? This motherfucker getting paid to do this shit? I'm like, man, if he could do it, man, I'd kill this motherfucker shit. So I said, so he probably looked at my work. Hey, y'all, this motherfucker like that, right? I said, he probably looked at my work and was like, shit, if that motherfucker can do it, I'd kill that shit. So she told me, she said, tell that story. I said, I'm gonna tell that story.
First of all, though, because I watched my mans at the tattoo party, man. That dude was out there. I think you tattooed two of my homeboys, bro. And then, of course, this is like back in the day, so we didn't have like the machines and all that shit.
Facts.
Cuz was out here fucking drawing that shit on the stencil paper and doing it. I think you did, my man. You was like, I think you drew a couple different things. And then you was like, man, fuck, I'm just gonna draw it on you with a marker, dog. And you fucking ran with it. And that shit came on fire, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that shit, I thought, like I said, I thought that shit was tight, dog. And that shit, ever since then, I was like, man, I just hope my man's doing well. I didn't get on the social media until later. But then when I did get on that joint, I saw my man's and Cyrus out here still doing it. I hit him up ASAP. I was like, hey man, y'all still out here killing it? Fuck yeah, bro.
Hell yeah, man.
So full circle, dog, you know what I'm saying? 17, I was 17, so man, that was like 20 years ago, bro. Right. 20 years later, here we are on this podcast. Let's get it, dog.
Full circle, dog.
Let's get it, bro. Like that's hard, dog. That's real hard.
What made you go from artist to shop owner?
It was an idea. It was an idea. I don't think, I wouldn't say that was my main goal, but at the time it was like, that was the idea. You know what I'm saying? Because right now I only do black and gray, bro. I used to do color, I used to do a lot of color, but then I switched my game to focus solely on black and gray. And then down there at the time, it was only between me and another artist that was only doing black gray. So if you went to him, You was getting Black Ray, you came to me doing Black Ray. We were the only two, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brandon Anderson.
Okay. I had to get you on here, Brandon.
Nah, man, he passed away,
Oh,
bro.
man,
you know what I'm saying?
man,
R.I.P.
listen,
to my
RIP.
mans,
Rest in
dog. You know what I'm
paradise,
saying?
bro.
But for years, if you wasn't going to him, you was coming to me. It was like back and forth, tit for tat. You know what I'm saying? Then later on, you know, these youngins bro out here, it's a boom out this show.
Hey.
And these youngins, dog,
Hey.
they're doing the same work I'm doing, and they're from the same area. So the idea behind me opening the shop is like, all right, there's not like a focus on Black and Gray in this area. There's a lot of great artists in this area, but there's not a focus on Black and Gray. And so I was like, man, it'll be tight if I can just bring everybody together that's doing the same work and have them in one central location instead of just spread out. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, bet, you know what I'm saying? And just like with any idea, either, you know, you got the balls to pull the trigger on it, or it's going to sit there and not do nothing.
Build the dreams. If you make it, if you build it, they will come. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And which is crazy, because with me was, it was all, it's just like you, it was all out of love. Like I was good tattooing, but I like to eat I like to eat at a full table.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I tell people all the time, if it's lonely at the top, then you made it up there the wrong way. Because the top should never be lonely. You should have your peoples with you. So me, I was always teaching, like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody, listen, if you could draw good and you wanted to learn, I'll teach you. You feel what I'm saying? And I need places. I need space for you. You feel me? So that's how I ended up, and that's how my tattoo shops grow. They grows because I end up hiring new people, and they end up becoming top dogs. And now, I done rented out my space. That's how I ended up getting in here, because I done rented my space out to somebody. Now I gotta figure out. I tatted somewhere else for a second. Still had my shop, but because I rented the space out to somebody, I ended up going to tatting with my folks and shit for a quick second, until I got everything together, because all my spaces were full. So
because your muscle got too big, bro. The shirt was too small. You had, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta
You
move
had to get a
it
bigger
out.
shirt, right?
Yeah, man.
You had to get
know
a
what I'm
bigger
saying?
shirt, man. But you know what I'm saying? I think as business owners, just tapping on what you just said, dog, I think that's what the ticket is. Sometimes you know what I'm saying, you want to grow, and sometimes you'll get to a point where you're going too fast, and you gotta be able to like manipulate or move shit around. It's all about making moves, dog, at the end of the day, dog. Is you gonna make the move or not? You know what I'm saying? I think that's what that separates shit from a lot of people. Is like, though, you gotta be able to make the move and adjust how you're supposed to, dog.
I love that.
Even if it's a downplay, dog. Even if you're going through some hard times, you gotta be able to make the move, bro.
Facts.
You gotta be able to make
life
the move.
going life.
Yeah, that shit going
Life
life hard as
going
shit,
life.
bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit going life.
What was the scariest part of opening your doors for the first time?
I'm not gonna say a lot of
This tattoo talk, man. We got
I mean,
all
no,
that
I'm
shit
not
out
gonna.
there, bro.
You know, it might sound like, you know, oh, this motherfucker's fooling himself, but I don't think I was scared, bro. I don't think I was scared.
Okay.
Nervous. I can say I was nervous. You know what I'm saying?
About
There
it.
was a time of nervousness, but I wasn't scared. But I'm used to hopping off the porch and doing some crazy shit, bro. I'm used to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I opened up the shop, I was like, what, 35 years old? I've already got years of experience of doing some reckless shit like that. So for me, I wouldn't say it was scared. There is a time of nervousness though.
Yeah.
And so when you get to that point when you about to do some crazy shit like open a business or do some, hop into wherever you're trying to get into, bro, there is going to be a time of nervousness. But
definitely.
I think it's really important that you recognize it when it pops up, so you can beat that shit down and get the fuck out of the face. You know what I'm saying? Your mindset is very important, bro. So like any kind of negative talk that your brain be trying to tell you, bro, you got to recognize it and get the fuck
that shit
out,
up
bro.
out of there, man.
So like I said, I don't think I was scared, nervous, but you know what I'm saying? If I'm nervous, that means it's good. That means I'm supposed to be doing something. I'm supposed to be doing that. If I had that feeling, that means that's what I'm supposed to be doing, instead of being like, nah, I can't do it, bro. So
Hey, man, I was 22 when I opened my first shop, man.
If I was 22, I'd probably been scared as shit, though. You know what I'm saying?
I was 22, but I wasn't scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, when you're doing what you love, I don't even think that you really go through that situation. Like, I don't think that you really do that, because you're so engulfed in doing what you love to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't think about none of that shit when you're doing it. I was talking about that shit on episode 1. You don't think about the people whose lives that you change by doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got 5 employees.
Yeah.
You're changing their lives right
Yeah.
now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you don't think about it because you're so busy yeah, we gotta make sure these bills paid. We gotta
Yeah,
make sure this
yeah,
good. I gotta
yeah.
make sure the kids good. I gotta make, you know what I'm saying? It's so much other
Yeah,
shit that we got
all
going
the
on,
extra
bro.
shit, bro. You know.
But
But
no,
let me ask you this though, because I listen to all the other the videos and shit though. You ain't no stranger of putting it out there and doing your own shit, right? Because you had the clothing jump. You was rapping when I met you. You was rapping. You was doing YouTube shit.
yeah.
And so like you had a few different ventures. Was tattooing like the first venture, or was those ventures first, or was it intertwined as far as like the timeline goes?
Crazy thing is, one, I rapped on the Apollo when I was 12 years old. So rapping was always that was my thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought I was gonna really do. Then I did the t-shirt line because I was working with different t-shirt companies back in the day. So I did my own t-shirt line. I was 16 doing that. And when I was selling the t-shirts, everybody was like, back in the day, they was like, man, I wear white tees, man, but if you ever start tatting, I got you. Call me. That was people telling me no, that they wouldn't buy the t-shirts.
Damn.
So when it finally came around, and my man Stitch, my man Mitch, shout outs to Mitch, man, because without him, I wouldn't be doing none of this shit. He was doing tats, and I was letting him do different stuff in my house, and that's how I picked it up. Was dealing with him. And the crazy thing is, I did tats for 2 months, right? 2 months. This is real shit. I can't make this up. I did tats for 2 months out my house when I first learned, and a dude named Elite offered me some space in his. He had it was like a barbershop with a photo studio and shit. He had a little space in there. He offered that joint to me. I called Stitch. I was like, look, bro, he's trying to offer me this little shop, and I don't think I'm experienced enough. Can you come in and work with me? He was like, cool. He went and stole all the flash out of this little tattoo shop he worked at. He stole all the flash and came right in with me, and we did the first year. I promise you, first year we didn't make no less than like $1,000 a day. But this first year, grinding.
Yeah.
Back then, you could count on a hand how many tattoo shops was out here. And then they were older, so me being as young as I was and being kind of close to the street still, people was just fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because the thing about it is, with tattoos, especially now that they're less taboo, the youngins, the YNs are still going to win because they deal with what's comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, we get the older clients that know our work. It's going to spend that money, and they're going to refer their kids. But for the most people, you know, the YNs, they going to go to their mans in the basement. And you know what I'm saying? They're going to get a whole half sleeve for $150. It's gonna look like some it's gonna look like some but they're gonna be good. Then they're gonna come to us years later and want us to cover it and fix it.
Shit, that's how it be though. You know what I'm saying? But the YNs, they doing it.
Yeah.
They doing it for sure though.
Definitely.
And I think shit, we was all young too, bro. You know what I'm saying? We was out there too.
That's why I don't hate.
What the ticket is, I think if you are YN watching this shit, that's trying to get into the tattoo game, bro. Do that shit, but if you're gonna do it, man, like be 100% about it.
Yes.
Do not fuck off with it. You know
You
what I'm
gotta
saying?
have passion.
I have passion. Sometimes you know your girl will hit you up like, hey man, let's go do this. Your boys will hit you up, let's go drink. This, that, and the third. You gotta get it to a point where you're like, nah, bro. I'll holler at you on Friday.
Facts.
But Monday through Thursday, we grinding, dog. If
in.
you wanna catch me, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm gonna be at. I'm working. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not tattooing, I'm practicing. I'm trying to learn my craft. That's really for anything. It don't have to be tattooing for anything. That's what's gonna separate you from everybody, and that's what's gonna make you skyrocket, bro. You know what I'm saying? Take advantage of that youth. Because everything you spoke was right, dog. We older now, so sure we locked in on where we at. But if you youngin', dog, especially nowadays with the social media shit, bro.
My
bad, Joe. You know what I'm saying? I just be rapping, dog. I just be rapping, dog.
I'm gonna say this, man, is that it's crazy because nowadays with everything that they got out and shit, the YNs can really kill this shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Because the technology has definitely made the game. Like the technology has tilted the tides. It was at one point in time, if you was a good artist, then you customizing the pieces, you doing this, you doing that. Now you killing it. Now you ain't even got to be the best artist to be one of the best tattoo artists. Because you got the Chat GPT, you got the Procreate, you got all this shit where you literally utilize. You don't even have to have the drawing skills, but as long as you can apply that ink and do that the right way, and you can do what you see, man, you got a good tattoo. You got a good tattoo. And then I tell people all the time, listen, tattoos is like a math problem. You can get the same answer different ways.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
can still get the same answer. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for sure, dog.
As long as the answer's correct in a tattoo game, you're good.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
people don't care no more if you drew it or if you pulled it up on Procreate. They don't care. All they care about is their tattoo looking great.
Hell yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So
You really want to flex on 'em, act like school, bro. You know what I'm saying? This answer is this, but let me show you how
Yeah.
it worked, though. Let me
Fact.
show you my work, though. You know what I'm saying?
I call it the magic. I
Yeah.
call it the magic. Like I still will pull out the Sharpies.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
I'll still pull out the Sharpies and show people like I really do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What changed mentally once you became responsible for other artists?
Changed mentally, though.
Mm-hmm.
I really had to step into a leadership role. One thing about, doing, just hopping out there, dog, is you think you got things lined up in your head and you think this is how it's gonna go. And then when you get in that jump, that's not how it really is.
Preach.
And so that'll make you like really challenge yourself as a person, period. And so what had to change in my head was stepping into the leadership role. And what does that look like? And I'm going to be honest with you, bro. That's one thing I'm still trying to figure out. I don't think that's something that I'll ever stop figuring out.
Yeah.
But having to step into that leadership role and figure out shit and how to make people do, not say make them do things, but learning who they are as a person and say this is what's going to work for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think all that plays a role into a lot of that shit, bro.
All right. Which one do you think is harder? Being a great tattoo artist or being a great leader?
Great leader, any day, any day. Being a great artist for you, for the artist, for me, you know what I'm saying, for you know what I'm saying? That's for us. Being a great leader is stepping out of your own space and being
Yes.
like, how do I make you do the same shit I'm doing, or how can I make you
How
win
can
further?
I pull you? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like an ego kill, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a great leader, you're gonna see your youngins grow up to be fucking cold beasts. And one, they should be better than you, bro.
Gotta be.
But if you got a heavy, crazy ego and your leadership skills is crazy, dog, and them bammers start to fucking climb up really high, man, you're gonna shut everything down. You're gonna self-destruct in a sense. So I think being a leader is way harder than being an artist, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a separating thing.
Yeah, and then you realize that everybody moves for different reasons.
Yeah.
When you realize that, it's more so you playing chess.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being a good leader is being a good chess player because everybody can't move the same. You know what I'm saying? You got to find out people's strengths, people's weaknesses, what moves them. Some people, money moves them. Some people don't care about money. You know what I'm saying? Some people are moved more so to help you. Some people are really like helpers.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So when you can figure out who your peoples are, now you can figure out how to motivate them
Yeah,
properly.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel you on that, man. How do you balance friendship and authority in your shop?
I think that's something I've always been good at, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna be friends, dog, but when I say, hey, look, we gotta do this shit, like, I'm gonna say it with a different texture. So you know there's a separation, period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a joker, though. I'll be in that joint clowning all day.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
And then in the same note, I'll be like, hey, look, I need you to do this, though, first off. You know what I'm saying? I need you not, I'm not saying like I'm gonna be out that joint manhandling macho, man, but it's just the way you approach certain shit. And one of the things I've always said, like, look, man, we gonna be friends on this side, but if I come to you, I need to talk to you on this side, you know what I'm saying? Make sure they don't cross. Make sure they don't cross. And that's one thing I learned from my the last shop I was at, man. Shout out to Dana over at Ink Junkies, bro. I make sure every time I'm on anything, I make sure I show them love because I love them dudes over there. But one thing that Dana taught me is like, man, is how to separate it. Because Dana's my good friend. Still to this day, I talk to Dana every week. There was times that I was fucking off in the tattoo shop and I made some mistakes. And he came to me, he fucking, laid it in my ass. And then I was able to separate the two because he was able to show how it is to separate it. So even though I was like, damn, man, this man, I just got off the phone, this dude just beat me the fuck up and shit. I was still able to come in the shop the next day, like, what's up, dog? This, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? So I learned that from him. You know what I'm saying? Like how to separate it, dog. I don't.
I think with me, cause I'm one. I think because we are in the trenches with our artists. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, we are co-workers. But at the end of the day, sometimes you do gotta crack the whip. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you don't, people will do what they want. Like I have an apprentice, and sometimes she tries to shy away from certain things. And I had to tell her, like real life, like first off, this ain't no democracy. You feel what I'm saying? Certain things is one thing, you know what I'm saying? We gonna talk it out and whatever. I praise in public and I discipline in private.
It's got to be like that.
You feel what
bro.
I'm saying? So,
It's got to be like
you know,
that. Yeah.
if I can give somebody praises in front of everybody, when I discipline somebody, I take them into the office. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't for everybody. And then you're dealing with artists, egos.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
egos.
we got the biggest ones, yeah.
You break an artist's ego, and you're basically saying I want my artist on a lower level, because art is art. It runs on emotion. We work off emotion.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I'm
sure,
saying? So if you break and tearing them down that way, you're not gonna have a good artist to work in your shop. You feel me? So
you want to have them comfortable too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's really important to separate the two, dog. If we got to talk business, you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be me and you.
yes.
And that's it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say nothing else about the whole situation to anybody else in the room. Now, if you choose to do so on your own leisure time, that's on you. But I'm not about to, you know, say or express what I said to you in our private time to anybody else in the shop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
What's the biggest mistake that you think that new tattoo shop owners make?
Russian. I think everybody in this show is Russian. All the social media shit, that shit, it make a certain lifestyle look amazing.
Microwave society.
Yeah, it'll make it. And I think a lot of youngins, they might think, all right, if I jump out and I open my own shop ASAP, that it's gonna be lovely, you know. And then I think what a lot of people when they do that, they understand that it comes with a lot more than just tattooing.
Facts.
It's not just tattooing. Once you become a business owner, I would say it's more business than it is tattooing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more business than it is tattooing.
Hey.
But, you know, I think don't rush, bro. Especially if you're young in this game, dog, don't rush. There's no rush. You're going to get to that point soon enough, but do not rush it, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you're in a tattoo shop, don't sit here and think, oh, yeah, I got to get to my own shop as soon as possible. Now, sit there and grind, dog, because understand, dog, if you're a tattoo artist in the shop, the only job you have is to come to work and get better, period. That's all you got. Now, the shop owner is responsible for all the logistics.
Yep.
We got to do all the numbers. We got to do all the paperwork. We got to pay all the bills. We got to market. We got to do all that. All you got to do as a tattoo artist is come to work.
Come to work.
Tattoo, be dope as shit, bro. Take advantage of that as long as possible.
Facts.
As long as possible, dog.
Actual
And so I think
facts.
that's the number one failure as far as anybody that's jumping out there. It's like, man, are you ready? Make sure you're ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got the discipline for that, dog.
Okay. How do you handle your conflict between artists?
So thankfully, though, I got a solid squad, dog. I don't have a lot of conflict going on. I'm not gonna say there's never been any conflict, but they never bump heads with each other. So I really can't answer that question because I never had it happen yet.
Okay.
Thankfully, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say there hasn't been conflict, but I'm really good at resolving shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm really good at resolving shit. We gonna identify the issue, and then we're gonna sit there together and we're gonna find out the solution, and we're gonna work on it. But I've never had that. What about you, bro? You ever had that shit?
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Having 3 tattoo shops, man, definitely conflict. You know what I'm saying? I got one situation. You know what I'm saying? I got one shop. You know, and they so basically a couple of my shops on booth rent. The one I'm at is on commission. So the booth renters. You got one shop. They be having little conflicts every now and then. You know what I'm saying? That just comes with it. You know what I'm saying? But it's never nothing real crazy. Just a little shit. You know what I'm saying? So I said, okay. They would call me. Now mind you, I don't even work there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even there. I come there every little bit. So what I did was I said, okay. So the first time the conflict went, so I went and put cameras in the joint. So I said, okay, you know what I'm saying? Because people going to say this, they going to say that. So I put cameras in the joint, right? So that chilled out some of the shit. But then it hit me with some more conflict. Somebody broke something in there. Nobody know who did it, right? So I'm like, okay, I got you. This is what I'm going to do. Y'all paying y'all booth rent. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pay to be there. So what I did was I loaded the camera app on everybody's phone.
Oh, shit.
So now, it's not just me seeing it, but now you need to know that all your coworkers are watching as well. So ain't gonna be they go on their camera and you got somebody sitting at their station, they got every right to call you and be like, hey, get the
Yeah.
motherfuckers about my shit.
You get about.
You feel what I'm saying? So now I think with me, my handling conflicts is by giving them a little bit more responsibility, giving them more access to the things that they need to be able to resolve the shit themselves.
Yeah.
Because they all fuck with each other, so it's not
Yeah.
like they don't fuck with each other. It's not no big conflict. It's just
Yeah.
little
Just
shit.
little nitpicking shit,
Little shop shit.
Yeah.
Especially when you're dealing with, like, trust me, my Cap Heights shop is in the hood. It's hood as it gets. It is what it is. Oh well, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Cap Heights on Benning Road, baby.
Benning Road,
I ain't gonna tell you about some of
Benning
that
Road
crazy
on top,
shit.
dog.
But yeah, man. Shit. What's something about shop ownership that nobody warns you about?
Man, it's a lot. I think off the top of my head, I say money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Money.
How much money
You
gonna
expect,
spend?
if you open up a shop, it's an investment. So I think going in, at least for me, I might have, like say, I might go in and be like, all right, my investment's probably gonna cost me like $8,000. Bro, I'm telling you right now, that shit turned 15,000 quick. that shit turned to 15,000 so quick,
Hey,
bro. You know what I'm saying?
Tattoo shops is a Ponzi scam.
Oh, bro. Let me,
It's a
man, you
Ponzi
want to see
scam.
how big your nuts are, bro? Open up a business, bro. I'm telling you, dog. You want to see how strong you are mentally and emotionally, dog? Open up a business, dog.
Facts.
But with financials, yeah. And then I think a lot of people have it in their head that, all right, if I open up a business, all that money's going to be mine. Nah, bro.
Hell no.
That money's not yours,
What money?
bro. What money, dog?
What
You know
money?
what I'm saying? That money is not yours, bro.
Dog.
The majority of that money is going to go to, especially the first couple of years, bro, because you
Yes.
got to keep on investing in the business.
Yes.
Investing in the business. I ain't going to lie to you, bro. When I first opened my shop, you know how much I was paying myself?
How much?
Like 30%. You know what I'm saying? 20%. Because all the rest of that money, I was just paying my bills.
Yep.
Make sure my bills paid, and then at home I was paying my bills, and the rest of it I was like, all right, now I gotta do this, now I gotta do that, now I gotta do that. So, you know what I'm saying? I think that's part of the game that a lot of people don't understand. There's way more to it, but I remember that was my big one right there.
So here's the crazy thing. That's funny that you said that, right? Most of my commissioners are on 60-40. You know what I'm saying? I'm on 50-50. So
Same,
all
yeah,
my
exactly,
artists,
dog.
all my artists make more than me.
Exactly.
You feel me? If we did the same exact clientele base and we did the same shit, at the end of the week, they would make more than I do.
Exactly.
You
bro.
feel
You know
me?
what I'm saying?
You gotta make sure you listen. You gotta make sure you gotta make sure your peoples eat first. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand that. We the last to eat.
Yeah, the last ones, though.
You know?
The
And
last
I tell them, look, they go home, they get to go home and do whatever they do, hit one, drink, chill with their ladies. I'm in the house like this at night in the bed, like, damn, I need to get the mounts for them TVs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm in that motherfucker like, damn, I need to pay the marketer in the morning.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
you know how many restless nights I done had?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to sleep, and I get in that bed, I'm just like, man, like I gotta do what? And then I look at the clock, it'd be like 3 o'clock in the morning, I gotta wake up at 5. I'm like, man, I might as well stay awake.
Might as
I
well
might as well
stay
stay
up,
awake.
man.
You know what I'm saying? That's parts they don't tell you. Just like you said, I didn't even think about that, bro.
Yeah.
It's been plenty of nights that happen.
Yeah, man.
It's the parts they don't tell you, man. But I think that comes with just being ambitious, though. When you're ambitious, even like when you're in it, cool. But them nights when you're ambitious and it hasn't come to a reality yet, and you got these ideas,
Yes. Yeah.
those are beautiful.
And they won't stop until
Yeah.
you see them through.
And I think that's just the
passion.
universe way of saying like I gave you this gift, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So what you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it?
That's why I
bro?
don't gamble. Like
Yeah,
I
me
don't
neither.
gamble. Like I don't go to MGM and do
I
all
lost
that
every
shit,
crap
man.
game I ever played.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
no,
saying?
listen,
Like,
I can't even win scratch tickets.
The
Listen,
fuck no,
I'm
bro.
one
Hell
of them
no.
dudes that'll go get a scratch ticket with all the homies, watch all of them get it, and then I'm sitting in there like this.
Like damn, I came in here with $500. I'm leaving with $5. Dog. You know what I'm saying? Hell no.
But I feel as though God blessed us to be able to go out here and grind and make our money,
Yeah.
especially being like I'm a felon, so I needed tattooing because if I didn't have this, I would probably wouldn't even be able to get a job at Walmart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It'd be
saying?
more of a struggle.
So it just is what it is. How important is branding in the Southern Maryland area?
Southern Maryland? I think
Southern
it's really
Maryland
important.
tattoo
Dog.
scene.
I think it's really important. I think there's a difference between branding and marketing.
Yeah,
So
most definitely.
first off, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people think the two are the same, but it's actually completely different. So I think branding is very important. Your brand is something that people, you know, your brand is what people talk about when it comes to you when you're not around. That's
Yep.
your brand. So if you're not being about your business and doing what you're supposed to, and people are like, "Hey, Slim, like he's not reliable. He's not doing that." That's your brand.
Facts.
And so I think it's really important that your brand is high up, even in Southern Maryland, dog, because I got to make sure I'm professional and as much as I can with also being myself. You know what I'm saying? It's very important. So that's part of the brand too. You know what I'm saying? Being myself and being as professional as I can. You know what I'm saying? And putting forth as much, effort as I can, bro. And I think it's really important because without that, if I wasn't doing that, the whole business would fail, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
The whole business would fail. So
Hey,
your
man.
brand is your everything, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And just to piggyback on that, your brand has to be built off of integrity.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what builds a brand. Integrity builds a brand, and to not have integrity will break it down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I had we do these specials here, and I had this dude come. This dude came. It was packed. The shop was packed. When I say packed, I'm talking about people was out in the hallway.
The line, yeah.
It was crazy. So
Yeah.
I had this dude come to me, and he was like, "Man, look, man, how much would you charge? How much you charge extra for me to cut the line? I'm gonna pay for them." I'm like, "No."
Yeah.
He was like, "Man, I give you extra $100
Yeah.
a person." No,
Yeah.
because it's not fair to everybody else that's been sitting here that's waiting,
Yeah.
being patient. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm not gonna take that money because one, I'm not thirsty for money.
Yeah.
I don't do this. I do, of course, I take care of my family, but I do this out of the love for doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm not gonna take your money and fuck my integrity up and take your bread and then put you in front of all these people, you know what I'm saying, just because you're paying me a couple extra dollars.
Yeah,
You feel
somebody
what
would probably
I'm
seen that, and half the line probably would have fell off. You
saying?
know what I'm saying? So it's not even worth
Exactly.
it.
So you know what I'm saying? You just always have integrity, man.
Yeah.
Has the local market changed over the last 5 years?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think with every I don't think the location matters. I think with everybody, as far as the tattoo industry goes, hell yeah. You would say the same, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Yeah, bro.
We in a microwave society, bro. Like real life. We ain't even had practice skins when we started.
We had pigskin.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that?
Nah,
Yeah.
look, I use Cornish hens.
Yeah,
you ever use one
bro.
of them?
Nah, I never used no corner. I used pigskin with the stinky ass feet and all
funky
that,
ass,
the
funky
torso
ass,
and all that. Yeah,
oranges,
Oranges,
and,
yeah,
and,
oranges that chew your shit up.
grapefruits and shit.
Yeah, I
your
did
little
all
shit
that,
be all
bro.
fucked up.
Hell
man.
yeah, dog.
Definitely did that, man. How do you keep 5 employees motivated and consistent?
it's hard. It's hard. One, it's not just 5 employees; it's 5 different people with completely different personalities.
Yes.
And like you said earlier, one thing might make one tick, and it's not going to work for another person. So you got to learn these 5 different personalities and be like, all right, what's going to make it tick? And it's hard, bro. It's really hard.
Yeah.
And some people are also late bloomers. You know what I'm saying? Some people will sit in there and listen to everything that you tell them, and they won't actually put it into action until later. But in between time, you're like, man, is this dude even listening to what I'm saying? But then he'll put it into action and it will go, bro. But it's hard, bro. But I think with anybody, once they get to a point where they get the ball rolling and they start seeing the results from it, then they can end up motivating themselves because they're seeing the results. The results are the motivator. But initially getting them to the point where they're doing that, it's hard, bro.
Facts.
I can't really say I can be like, hey, yo, this is how you do it.
Right.
It's just one of those things you just gotta like, hey, man. It's like a piece of like puzzle pieces and shit, trying to make shit is together. And once you figure out like the formula, then you just keep on going, bro.
Yeah. Wash, rinse, and repeat.
Yeah.
Wash, rinse, and repeat.
But then these personalities also change too. You know what I'm saying?
True.
You know what I'm saying? If they get to a point where they're getting kind of bigger, though, that personality is going to change.
Facts.
And then you got to restart the whole
Then you
process.
gotta
all over.
reconfigure.
Yeah.
I think shop owners, we gotta get good. You gotta get good at calling audibles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, this play, you want to run this play, but as you running this play, now you saying that ain't gonna work. I need to run this audible. Let me go in it real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I definitely feel that one. So I know your joint is. I know your joint's killing it. What do you think separates a struggling shop from a profitable shop?
What separates the two? That's a good one, dog. That's a good one. One, you got to know your numbers, dog. Because how you gonna even know if you're profitable? You're not tracking numbers.
It's true.
Just because you made a killing last week doesn't mean that you're making a killing across the board. Or there's also weeks that you're making a killing at, and then you look at the numbers, and you're like, man, I took a loss. How we take a loss? Because the numbers say I made a killing, but you forgot you had to make it spinning on all that shit. So I think number one is tracking your spending. And I'm not going to sit here and brag and boast like I'm the number one tracker of all times. Nah. But I'm making an effort to do that, and it's always making sense. So you got to know if you're actually profiting, first of all.
Facts.
And then second of all, you said, I think integrity and actually pushing your business out there is going to separate you, from everybody else. And what makes you unique, period. You know what I'm saying? What makes you unique? And once you find that and actually like really honing down on that, that's going to make you, way better, bro.
True. Me personally, I think one, with the fact that most artists, period, do more than one art. You know what I'm saying? You got the tattoo artist that raps. You got the tattoo artist that sings. The tattoo artist that paints. The tattoo artist. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody got something different, right? So me personally, I try to keep my artists in doing everything. Like, don't stop painting because you're doing tats. If your passion is painting, paint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Paint as much as you can. And while you in here, if I can help you sell some of them paintings, I'm gonna help you sell some of them paintings. You know what I'm saying? Sing, motherfucker. If you use a singer, sing. What the fuck?
Shit, I wish I could sing. I'll be Chris Brown all that. What's my man Tattoo P in the
Tattoo
joint? He
P,
was there,
hey,
man. He
killed
was singing
it.
like crazy. I wish, man. I'd be singing everywhere.
Hey, listen.
But yeah, that makes sense though, because I think art translates to other art. You know what I'm saying? So like you might be motivated to do this painting more than you are with tattooing. You know what I'm saying? And so like that might be your lane. Not saying you should stop tattooing, but that might be your lane to get the motivation you need to keep on tattooing.
Tattoo J. Like
Tattoo
J.
Yeah,
that motherfucker's a painting motherfucker.
I can't paint, motherfucker. Can you paint?
I can paint.
I can't paint,
but
bro.
crazy thing is, I didn't start painting until I was already tattooing for maybe 12 years when I started painting.
Yeah.
My two daughters. Yeah, you seen it?
I seen it.
She painting circles around my shit. I'm gonna show you a painting she did of my other shop. She killed that shit.
Hell yeah.
So look, do you still get the same joy from tattooing now that you run in the business?
Yes, but I had to force it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had to force it. I had to recognize that I was focusing way too much on the business and not focusing on the art, bro.
Yes.
I had to force it. I'm not saying that I went through a long stint of I've always loved tattooing, but there was a time when I was like, all right, what about this business part? And I really focused more on the business than I did learning how to tattoo. And now I'm in a zone again where I'm like, man, I'm actually having a lot more enjoyment through tattooing. I never stopped enjoying tattooing, but now I'm like going back to my roots where I'm like, all right, man, let's get better, dog. And that's like my number one goal this year is really like trying to get back to the art part. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I still got enjoyment. And now that I'm to a point where it's kind of like flowing.
Yeah, it's kind of almost on autopilot.
Yeah, I'm still learning, but now it's got to a point where I'm just flowing with it, and it's good. Mix that with some good music. I'm in the zone, bro. Let's go.
I'm gonna say with me, I think because I've always had businesses, I've always loved the business side. I'm a hustler. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a hustler. So I love the business in it. I love tattooing. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. I love tattooing, but it's days in the shop where matter of fact, just last week, my apprentice, I got an apprentice in there, and she does most of the flashing and the prep and shit, right? I told all my employees, I said, listen, tomorrow I ain't got no appointments lined up. I said, I'm gonna put her in the tattoo joint, and I'm going to do all the apprentice work.
Yeah.
I did all of it. Yeah, but to show her, first off, I would never tell you to do something I won't do myself. That's the first thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever think that anything I tell you to do, not only have I done it before, but I will do it right now. I will sit your ass down and do it right now.
Find enjoyment with it too, right?
Exactly.
Find enjoyment in it.
So I'm talking about, man, I had them together. Look, they was joking. They was like, you gonna be here doing apprenticeship work tomorrow? But I'm trying to show her how to be efficient. And be able to do it and not drop the ball and not because like one thing with us, we get volume. Like dog, it should be like Vegas sometimes.
You
bro.
saying this line at the jump? Kudos to you, bro. I tattoo one person a day.
Man,
I
listen.
tattoo one. Don't get me wrong. I used to be able to knock them out too.
Yeah, man. You know, I think with the tattoo parties, it's giving me. And then plus, I was a barber before I was a tattoo artist.
Yeah, man. You
So I
was,
think
you was
that
a walk
barber-
of a million. You
Yeah.
was a million man.
Yeah.
You a million man.
Renaissance.
Dog, this-
Renaissance man.
Oh, I did this. I did this
Yeah,
too. Like
I worked in the
man,
barbershop,
My
man.
man did everything. I need to stop bullshitting and get more fucking belts on them. And some notches on my belt. Fuck with your
Hey,
ass,
shit,
dog.
as good as your ass tat, you
Shit,
good, bro. You good. Look, I was just about to ask you, look, have you ever felt burnt out trying to juggle both roles as being an artist in the shop? But you answered that one.
What I say? Yeah.
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 You know, with me though,
Yeah.
I've never been burned out.
You've never been burnt out? That's a cold lie. Or either that or you just need a long ass vacation.
Probably.
Bro,
I
bro.
promise
You
you.
never
Like,
been burnt
anybody
out?
know me. Everybody know me will tell you. I ain't never been burned out,
Man,
bro.
I'll be burnt out about 3 or 4 times this week. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say a lot to you, girl. I'll be burnt out today, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's part of the game, though.
Yeah.
Cause then I'll get sometimes I'm like, man, I'm gonna go punch a wall, dog. It's just too much. And then I show the world like, what's up, dog? We gonna do this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I'm not gonna get to a point where I'm like letting it affect
Yeah.
how I'm working.
Damn, I think I walk by faith so much and not by sight that, like, I swear to God, I just be walking
Yeah, just
through,
walking,
and God just puts a step right
gliding through
there.
that
So
joint,
I just be good, man.
Hell yeah.
Do your artists ever push you to level up?
Hell yeah. Without knowing. It's not like they sit me down like you need to do that.
Right.
I think I read in a book one time. No, I used to read books a lot, bro. And I think they said somewhere where I read it, the last part of your learning journey is when you're able to teach somebody else. Because once you teach somebody else, you'll fuck around and learn way more shit from teaching somebody
Facts.
else than what you've ever learned beforehand.
Yep.
And so like you know, a few of my artists, even though we all do black and gray, there's a difference. When you're in the black and gray community, like I might do black and gray this way, but they might do it this way. And so when I'm trying to teach them or trying to give them advice on how they should tackle a tattoo, it's not coming from a standpoint of where I would come from with it. It's like, all right, this is how they would do it, so I think this will look better.
Right.
And in the process of me doing so, I'm like, well, damn, that's a bomb-ass idea. I wonder if I can trickle that shit into my artwork. You know what I'm saying? And then now it's to a point where you ever come to my shop, bro, it's never just the artist and that client. It's always the whole squad and the client's artwork. We're always like, we upstairs and we're out there drawing, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. And I'm like, hey, Slim, what do you think I should do with this stone? They come to me like, what do you think I should do with this one? Vice versa. They might go to another artist in the shop. And it's like a collaborative thing, dog.
Yeah.
It's not just one person on the design. It's all of us on everybody's design. And so I think, yeah, we learn like crazy, dog. And I've never stopped learning, bro. I learn so much still. I think I've never stopped learning, but I've learned so much as far as black and gray goes, just from fucking with these youngins, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's crazy, man. Listen, I think that's the power. That's crazy you said that. That's the power of the tattoo shop. Like we can sit in our basement and put our own little studio in there and for the next 30 years sit in our basement and tattoo people and do this and do that. Especially before, I'm gonna say this, before the internet, you will never level up that way.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Now you got the internet, you can possibly level up because you're still looking out on the outside.
I think you would level up. It would just take way longer to get to where you're trying to go, bro.
Especially without having, one, the friendly competition.
Yeah.
Because as an artist, it's always going to be friendly competition. It don't have to be I hate you competition, but it's always going to be some friendly competition. That levels people up.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? So, but if you ain't got nothing to compete, you ain't got nobody to compete against, you have no reason to step your game up. Because your clients, the thing about it, and that's what I tell people, your clients can't do what you do. So whatever you do is going to be great for them.
Yeah, for them, yeah.
But another tattoo artist, when you showing off for another tattoo artist, you got to put that.
Look what I did, bro.
Yeah, you got to put that into it.
You know
You
what I'm
ain't
saying?
going to just be like, and then this is what I do. This is what we do at my shop. We finish them, and then we be like, hey, go show Tattoo P that joint real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
go show that joint to Tattoo J real quick.
Yeah.
And they do the same thing. They be like, hey, go show
Yeah,
Boss Man
for
real
sure.
quick. You know what I'm saying? And that little joint and that little thumbs up or hey, that shit dope. You know what I'm saying?
dog.
That shit be all you need sometimes. Like
And you locked in just like that.
and you locked in, bro.
And it's funny you say that, man, because like that'll definitely level you up a million times better. Because like before I was in Ink Junkies, bro, I was at the house with it. I had like a little studio in my house and shit. And I thought I was tattoo fucking
Yes.
god of the universe.
Yes,
right?
yes.
I'm like, can't nobody fuck with me, dog. Can't nobody mess with me. Come holler at me. You don't need to holler at anybody else. And I step in the tattoo shop at Ink Junkies, and I'm seeing what they doing. I'm like, 'cause, look, the first tattoo I did, I remember, dog. I got a picture. The first tattoo I did in that joint, I sat there. I went home. I studied that joint on my phone. I was like, bro, I need to get better.
Yeah.
And then instantly, dog, nothing has ever fucking shot my career up faster than actually being in the tattoo shop with other great artists. Nothing. There's
Facts.
nothing that can compare, dog. So this is wild, bro.
Shit, man, damn, we've been talking so damn.
My bad,
Damn.
dog.
No, it's all
I be
good,
rambling,
man. It's
dog,
cool.
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, we gonna do this. We gonna do another joint.
Shit.
What's this time? Shot your spot. What your place out? What's unique about the tattoo clients in Southern Maryland? What do you think is what makes your Southern Maryland clients so unique and so special?
It's a wide range of different people. I mean, get me wrong, when most people that's not from Southern Maryland, they be like, hey man, all the way down there.
Yeah, it's the sticks.
It ain't nothing but sticks.
The sticks.
It's
the
cornfields,
boonies.
this, that, and the third.
yeah.
It's not like that though. You do have the country people down that jump, but then you still got the little urban centers and stuff. So you got all different walks of people. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You got the union workers, you got the people that work out in DC, you got business owners, you got the kids that's got trade jobs, making a killing. And then you got so many different like political standpoints. You got religious standpoints. It's like a melting pot. It's like a whole mixture of different kind of people. So all them people want to get tatted.
Sound good.
So
man.
they come in that joint, and it really changed my mindset because like I'm tattooing all these different kind of people. You know what I realized the most out of all these people that I've tattooed, dog? Everybody's the same, bro. Everybody is the same. I don't care fuck where you come from or what you think or what your mindset is or what your spiritual ideas are or what your beliefs are. Everybody is the same, dog.
Damn.
Everybody's the same. There's no difference in nobody. Just because you might think something different don't mean shit. Me and you the same, dog. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're able to have a conversation with somebody, you gonna get down to the basics. Bro, we all want the same shit. And I think that shit, I think from being down there and being a tattoo artist and conversating with so many people, because I'll be in that joint talking to all my people's, dog. And conversating with people, that's the main thing I realized, like, we all the same fucking shit, dog.
I love it.
We all the same people, bro.
Man, as much as I don't even want this motherfucker to end right now, dog. I promise you, we got, man. Listen, we gotta get my man back up on here.
You can do part two, bro.
Not only do we got to do part 2 with Classic Cory, but we also going to work and get some of his employees out here too, so we can check out some of their work and see what they doing. I know you got an apprentice. I think she a young lady, man.
She an apprentice, yeah. A lot of people thought she was my apprentice, man. She's always been an artist.
Oh,
shout out to Taylor Eastep, dog.
Yeah, she's
cold
dope.
fucking beast, bro.
Her social media game is stupid.
Shout out
You know
to
what I'm saying?
Tamia. Shout out to Tamia, her sister, younger sister. She's
she's
so every
the one
time you
that
see
is it.
any of us post a reel, all the B-roll shit comes from Tamia.
Well, shout out
She
to
be on
Tamia.
standby. She just be getting the video content and all that.
Okay. Well, shout out to Tamia, man.
Between them two, the social media, they boomed it. Last year, Taylor like focused on social media, and now she's enjoying the fruits of all that
the
shit.
label,
hard
man.
work. Yeah,
And
you know what I'm saying?
that's a revenue in itself. We're gonna talk about that in the
let's go.
next
Man,
joint,
what you doing, man?
First off,
Dude, we can come back next Monday, probably, dog. You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
let's do it.
go.
Listen, if y'all want to see my man come back next Monday, man. Definitely put the comments in there, man. You're gonna see all this great work, man. Please tell them where your shop is, man. Listen, put all the promo right now. Throw all that promo in. Shout out all your peoples. The whole
man said, man, you can holler at me on Instagram, Classic Cory _tattoos. Shop's name is Classic Ray Tattoos. I got my people, Classic Corner, that's the brand, you know what I'm saying? We down in Southern Maryland, La Plata, Maryland, matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? We right beside the hospital. And come check us out, man. I got my man Taylor. I got my girl Taylor Eastep, you know what I'm saying? Eastep Inks. I got my man Matt Tats. I got my man Maximilian Lantos, dog. Holla at Maximilian Tattoos, I want to say, dog.
Okay.
Dog, I got everybody in that joint. Makai, my man Makai. KD Ink Me. Man, I got Jordan, Ink by Jinx. Just come holler at us, dog. Come down La Plata. I know it might be a little hype. And I know you might think it's way down there, but come down there anyway, dog, because we doing dope shit on the Classic Corner.
He's
and
worth
come
it.
fuck with us, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
All black and gray shit.
This guy's worth it.
Let's
Like-
get it.
Like
man.
he's definitely worth it. I got a little space. I done had to find some space
We gonna get
for
him
my
right.
man. So I might have to put that joint on Tattoo Talk. We might have to do a live
do it.
while
I'll come
while
out here
he
and
doing
tattoo
my
you, dog. We
tattoo.
can have a
Oh
whole
shit,
nother
we
fucking
might have to
joint.
be
Let's
right
go.
up in here tattooing. See now it's gotta go down because you done put it out on here. Now I gotta.
It's a
gotta
closer
do
drive
it.
to come here from my house than it is to go down to my shop. You know what I'm
Remember
saying?
Boogstar?
Yeah. I was about to ask you, man. You got my man tattooed. He did both your hands, right?
Yeah, he did my hands, man. Rest in peace, Boogstar,
Yeah,
man. If you were tattooing in the 90s or the early 2000s, you knew Boogstar's work because he did all the bullseye.
Or if you
all that
didn't,
bullseye.
if you didn't know it was Bug, I guarantee you saw his work on the
Facts.
walls. Any tattoo shop you went into at that point, Bug shit was everywhere.
Bullshit was there, man.
I'm glad you was able to get tatted by my man's, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
definitely, man. Look, we'll talk about that on the next episode because that was a whole situation in itself.
Yeah.
But shout outs to Classic Cory Tattoos, man. Most definitely, man. Appreciate you. Shout outs to Top Dog Tattoos, Moorstone Inc., Backsplash Consulting and Marketing, man. My man Matthew Tripp, man. Always doing it real B.I.G., man. I definitely appreciate you for coming out, man. Giving me
we
some of
gonna
your
do it
time, dog. Coming with the gifts, man.
Yeah.
Came in. He got us all flying.
Yeah.
Listen, he ain't just get me fly, y'all. He got everybody
The
in
whole
here
squad,
fly.
dog.
So yeah, learn how to come in here when y'all come sometimes, man.
Yeah.
But it's all good, man. Listen, man, I want all y'all to be the change that you want to see in the world, man. Think about that, all right?
Think about it.
And we done.
Let's get it,
God
dog.
damn it.
Let's get
Shit,
it.
man.
My man, dog.
Hey, dog, I really appreciate you,
Yeah,
bro.
for sure,
These
dog.
joints is
Appreciate
still.
From the artist's hand to